was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
As the prophecy goes. Because the thing with Ciri is that she has elder blood, and like I said before, the Skellige people are very big on myth and prophecy and such. And the whole idea is that if Ciri is dead, you know, kind of prophecy like this would unfold. End of the world, to say, basically. But yeah. Need your help with Ermion. We know where Ciri might have been. Let's start with where Ciri might have been.
Magic anomaly on Ord Skellige somehow related to Ciri, or so Yennefer believes.
It's my strong suspicion, but I can only know for certain by examining the site.
I saw the twisted forms. Right unnatural. The druids were barely able to contain it. Explain to me, Yennefer, how Ciri might have caused this great catastrophe.
I'm intent on learning that very thing, which I will do as soon as Ermion stops hindering my investigation.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages, but Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ord Skellige's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Good. Yeah, let's thank him. Thank you.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Unfold. Tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Thought all giants died ages ago.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye. Dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ord Skellige.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Okay. So we're gonna help him kill a giant. That sounds fun. Ceres intend to lift Udalric's curse?
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
No desire to be king yourself?
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
I'd say he's wiser than pretty much anybody else who stepped up to be king, but it's a different kind of game here, I guess. I'll help your children.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Skellige. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krach. I will see you later.
Okay. Level 22. Yes. Leveled up. Cool. Krach an Krat. Krach an Krat. Alright, so we gotta do favors for the king here. Not the king. We just gotta do favors for Krach an Krat. And help his kids as well. But first things first, and that's the whole Echoes of the Past thing. Hard times. You think it'd be a side quest, the Lord of Undvik? Okay, so that was one side quest, the Family Blade. I don't think that's related. Possession? Okay, so we have two side quests here related to the main quest. I think I'll do them. I think I'll record them because I've done a lot of those with... I mean, here's the thing about secondary quests, is that they're not exactly honest when they say they're secondary quests. Because some of the secondary quests affect the main story drastically. And not all secondary quests do that. It's only some of them. So, what I think I'll do is I'll do any main story related side quests. Because they affect the main story still, even though they're not completely relevant. But yeah. Alright. But first we're going to do Yennefer, meet her at the Magic Cataclysm. Can I just take this opportunity to say as well that this area is as beautiful as it looks all over the place, seriously, at day and night, but especially day. It just looks amazing. It looks like something out of a dream or something. It's great. They did a bang-up job on this continent. I think it's also the first area they designed because in the game's reveal trailer and everything, it looked like they had a full and working Skellige. And the only thing other than that they had working was Novigrad.
But the Mask of Orberus is no trifle. Have you any idea what could happen if it is used? Any idea of the consequences?
No, but neither do you. So stop panicking.
Oh, Yennefer, always arguing with everybody.
On the other side of the island.
Good. May all Skellige know, Yennefer of Vengerberg is a common thief.
Control yourself, druid. I haven't stolen anything. I've merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! The generosity. Just one small problem. Once used, the mask is rendered completely worthless. Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive, and all the Isles with us.
Sure you're not overreacting?
Don't exaggerate. It's just...
No, Geralt. This is no just. The myth is that Orberus created the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Orberus made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past. He knew, however, that he could only use it once. So he waited. Waited until his longing grew so strong that it became unbearable. When the sea learnt of the mask, it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea's wrath down on them. for in vengeance the sea would rise and flood all the lands and drown the living.
Anyway, okay, that's a dumb question. I'm not gonna ask if anyone ever used it. Obviously not, if it can only be used once. How'd you get the mask?
Where do you get this mask?
Sailors from Clan Dimon pulled it from the sea, near the Njord Trench.
Yeah, but how can you be sure this is Urberos's mask?
Its appearance is exactly as described in the myths.
You believe the myths?
Only ignorant fools belittle their significance. Besides, it's not the myths that are on trial here. It's the thief.
If it were a druid on Velen we were talking to, this conversation would go differently. I kind of prefer, I don't know. Interesting here how everybody in Skellige, like, believing in myths and stuff is so integral to their whole livelihood, but still, it's kind of far-fetched. She did it for Ciri.
On the one hand, a theft. On the other, Ciri's life.
I also care deeply for the girl. I proposed a series of other methods. Yennefer refused to listen. She claimed they would take too long, whereas she needs immediate results. She has always been hot-headed.
True. At least this time she's got a valid reason for it.
Never mind that she might bring... What was that? No. Yennefer's used the mask.
Well, now we'll find out.
We must neutralize the mask. Mute its power.
Now we will find out how much of a risk this really is. Everyone's running around. Is this the forest Ciri, like, blew up? Because holy crap. It's a mess. Like, give me... Oh my goodness. Alright, she's dealing with monsters.
Great.
It's only a level... There are only foglets here, and they're like level 17. It's doable. I'm good, Yennefer. Okay, I think we got it. Really? Only 2 foglets, and you're freaking out.
What was that?
Unicorns.
Damn it, Yen. I saw the foglets. I meant how'd they get here.
The power of the mask summoned them.
I like how she's so calm about it. I'm being facetious. Ermion's furious with you.
Ermion says the mask might cause a natural disaster.
Fortunate he's here then. He can jump right in, try to tame it.
Realize he won't let this pass.
Oh, I'll survive, somehow.
It's that careless attitude that got us in this situation to begin with. What do we do now?
What now?
The mask reveals the past, but only in certain places. Places where past events left a strong magical imprint. Take it.
Want me to wear it?
Yes. I'll cast a spell that will let me see through your eyes.
Gonna read my mind?
Gonna read my mind again?
You object?
Yeah.
You know I don't like it.
Let it go. I just want to see what happened. Besides, you know there are things I'd rather not know about you. Let's go. Already found the first spot.
Yeah, there are some things. You have a new quest item. I know how this works. We did this with the Triss quests. We will not speak about it while we were here, actually. Oh, it's already equipped. Okay, goody gumdrops. Goody gumdrops. Alright, we put it on. This is weird. Alright. The world is blurry. Dear God, the shit that Yennefer's gonna read in our mind. I hope she's okay with it. Alright, there's something there. See that?
Put on the mask.
It's on.
Any instructions?
Keep it on until we've seen everything. And don't stray far. Telepathy is limited in range.
Don't stray far, she says. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought she should follow me this whole time. Alright, Yen. You know, there's a thing called, like, walking. I see something here.
What's that? The portal?
2 people emerged from it.
The woman was Ciri.
How can you know?
The way she moved. Like a witcher. Seems they went that way.
Come, Let's find the next spot.
Move like a witcher. Arms swaying. With feet flying forward. And hand at the ready on the sword. Stuff like that. Why are they screaming? Why are these foglets... They were like human screams, not monster screams.
Use the mask.
Use the force, Luke. Oh, that's why I'm hearing screaming.
Watch out!
Why? Oh, that must have been Ciri.
What was that?
A magic explosion of some sort. So powerful that even the echo was dangerous. I wager it destroyed the forest.
She ran away
Ciri and her
fine.
companion weren't harmed. I saw them escape.
Yeah.
Let's see where to.
Alright, let's follow the trail now. Or I follow
This is
Yennefer.
creepy. I don't like it.
Nor do I.
Anyone here when this happened had a slim chance of surviving.
I know what you're thinking, but don't worry. Ciri can take care of herself.
Well, if it's a magical explosion, it doesn't matter if she can take care of herself. Explosion means explosion. She might have... Well, she's not dead, obviously, but still. I don't find your logic appealing. Darn it, I should have gone with Triss. I'm just kidding.
Don the mask.
Yeah, that's Ciri.
Someone chased Ciri. See that? Might have wounded her.
She escaped through another portal.
Know where it led?
Maybe she came back?
Magic residue trail leads to Velen.
Really?
Any chance you can figure out where Ciri's companion fled to? His portal's gotta be nearby.
I'll try to find it. Come.
I don't want to go back to Velen. We're in Skellige now. Let me freaking explore Skellige. This place is cool.
Well, ready?
Yeah?
You.
He doesn't even completely put on the mask. He just puts it on his face.
One repelled the other with powerful magic, then fled through a portal.
A mage?
Most likely.
How many friends did Ciri have on this little trip of hers?
It's Ciri's companion and the one who wounded her.
How do you know?
I don't. Making an educated guess. They both appeared in the previous visions.
Ciri's got a powerful ally.
Let's see where the attacker landed.
Maybe something left of the one who got hit by the spell.
It's clearing up,
Ermion must be getting a handle on the weather.
which means he'll be free to attack us again.
Are you pleased with yourselves? Look at what you've brought down on us! If someone's death were to help you find Ciri, would you start making human sacrifices as well?
We're ready to do anything for Ciri. Yeah, basically.
Just so happens I'm willing to do anything for some people.
Everyone else, everything else be damned, is that it?
Stop panicking! Here's your mask.
It is worthless. It's an unwieldy ashtray at best. I hope you've learned something useful at least.
Very.
I'm talking to Geralt. You I'll deal with later. So?
How about I just slap you? How about that? We learned something about Ciri.
We think a powerful curse was cast here.
Plausible. Considering what happened to the wood. Do you know upon whom?
Not yet, but we know Ciri was here. She stepped out of a portal. A mage was with her. Someone chased them. They fought. Ciri was wounded but managed to escape.
Where to?
Velen, probably. The mage opened a portal for her, then he fought her attacker.
Yes? Is that it?
I'm kind of confused. So, is it her friend or the attacker that fled to Velen? Because I don't think she was the one who fled to Velen, unless she did. In which case, I'm confused. Because she came to Skellige, then went back to Velen. I don't know. We need to examine one more trail.
Got a feeling we found something interesting. Just need to examine one more thing.
Vision he went flying in that direction.
Ciri has a lot of odd friends. She was friends with Dudu exclusively.
Something's pinned under that tree. Can you...
I can.
She was friends
Geralt,
with this
please
magic guy. She asked me to move. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get in front of it. Let's see what she feels. Do it. Do it. I dare you. Hey. Come on. Come on. Okay, fine. Just move it. I'm not. Oh my goodness. Wow. Is Yennefer always in a bad mood?
Armor's clean. No blood, no sword nicks. Ciri's friend must have... what do you call it?
Vaporized him.
Exquisite. The armor, though the workmanship's unfamiliar. Can't even tell where it's from.
Probably because it belonged to a rider of the Wild Hunt.
What? So it's true? The Wild Hunt? I feared as much. First here, then on Hindersfjall. What did they want?
They're looking for Ciri.
But why?
Elder blood flows in Ciri's veins.
'Tis true, she can trace her lineage clear back to Lara Duran, which is why the women in her family have always had extraordinary abilities. But could that truly be so important?
Ciri's exceptional. She travels between places here and other worlds. Space is no obstacle for her.
Huh?
Which is why the Wild Hunt wants to capture her.
They want her ability to travel between other worlds. I've talked to this at great length. Once again, if you're still watching the series and you have yet to see my Witcher Explained video, I highly recommend it. Just look up Witcher 3 Explained on YouTube, and just look for the video I made. Explain at great length why the Wild Hunt wants to find her and what they will do to her. You said the Wild Hunt was on Hindersfjall. Yeah, okay. Good we're following this lead.
Speaking of the hunt, mentioned it appeared on Hindersfjall.
Well, it happened at least a fortnight after the cataclysm struck here on Skellige. The raids raided Lofoten at dusk in a blizzard. Itself a strange occurrence for that time of year. The islanders said the wraiths. They barged into their huts, killed anyone who resisted, then galloped inland, laughing fiendishly.
Anyone survive?
A dozen or so women and an old man.
Next stop, Hindersfjall.
I'll meet you on the beach near Lofoten.
Let's go together right now.
Wait, can't we go together? Right now?
But you detest being teleported.
Don't exactly like potions either, but I drink them when I have to.
You also drink them when there's no need at all. Very well. Let's go. Stay close to me.
Good luck to you. Inform me once you've learned anything new.
Quite a few years since I was last on Hindersfjall, but if I remember correctly, Lofoten should be this way. Raised huts and fresh graves. This must be it.
Gathering of some kind. We've come at a bad time.
There's no good time to talk about the Wild Hunt.
So where were we on the map? Let's see how far we moved. Oh my. Yeah, we're on the completely different island. We were here. Now we're here. Okay. Yep, Wild Hunt was definitely here.
What if Craven told the truth? What if he didn't abandon us? But was...
Jeez. The mood here is so hazy, I swear.
sailed on the same longship, sat oar to oar, raided the Black Ones together.
Ritual of some kind. We'll have to wait.
We'll do no such thing. Dear sisters, pardon the interruption, but we've an important matter to discuss.
Can you not see we're commemorating the dead? So?
And we're looking for someone who's still alive. Please, this is urgent. Then speak.
We're looking for an ashen-haired young woman.
We're looking for a young woman, name of Ciri. Ashen hair, green eyes.
I'm sorry. She is not here.
Unless she lies in a grave. That is, I do not recall one by that name. But I've buried so many, I may have forgotten.
This Ciri, has she a scar here on her cheek?
Yes, what happened to her?
Don't know. Saw her but for a moment, right before it all. She was in the stables. with Craven. 1,000 curses upon him.
Who are we talking about here, Craven?
This Craven you mentioned, does he have a name?
He did. Until the elders struck him from the saga of ancestors.
It's as if he has ceased to exist. The lore forbids anyone from touching him, speaking to him, even uttering his name.
What did he do to deserve that?
He fled from the wild hunt. He alone.
We need to talk to him, even if it's not in keeping with your customs.
You've come too late. He went to the garden to fight Morkvad.
I don't see how running is any worse than hiding. You can't fight the wild hunt, you gotta run. Cowards don't usually fight monsters.
A coward who willingly seeks battle? Am I the only one who sees the contradiction?
That's why he did it. Craven knew he would prove the elders wrong only if he killed Morkvarg.
And thus regain his honor and his name.
Trial by ordeal. Very Skellige.
I do not mock your laws. Please also respect ours.
Well, it's a weird place here. Morkvarg, what's that?
Morkvarg. What's that?
Who, you mean?
The vilest man ever to inhabit Skellige. Nothing was ever sacred to him. He attacked his own clan's lands, took gold from Nilfgaard, killed children, pregnant women.
Know the type.
They said he feared only one thing, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg sought to prove how wrong they were, so he sailed to Hindisfjall to ransack the goddess's garden. This was over a decade ago.
Archpriestess Ulva stood in his way. He thrust a blade between her ribs and cast her down in the mud. As her lifeblood left her, she cursed him, and Morkvarg transformed into a beast.
A curse? A monster? You've got some work to do.
Sounds like a Striga. Because in the very first Witcher, and this is actually based off a story that was in the books, something that was kind of the first game kind of based off of a little bit, is the daughter of the king of Temeria became a Striga because of bad deeds, or actually it was because of incest that the king had, and she was born of incest basically, so she became a monster called a Striga. And Geralt lifted the curse when no one else had the balls to do so, or the endurance, but yeah. I can rid you of Morkvarg.
I can get rid of Morkvarg. Don't know what he's turned into, but a silver sword should do the trick.
Yeah.
It's not that simple. There have been those who have bested Morkvarg, yet he always
He's never
returned.
faced a Witcher.
So, it's a complex curse, meaning I need more information.
I understand, but I've told you all I know.
Speak with Torridar's son, Einar. He was in the garden when Morkvarg and his men attacked. He saw what happened. Of all the pilgrims there at the time, he alone escaped with his life. He settled in Larvik. You'll find him there at the landing, provided he's not out to sea when you arrive.